setting this up and sending my announcements out.
Just know
Except
whenever
that's not
head.
doing the link right. What is going on? Oh, I see why. It's because I fucked up.
Oof.
Oh, good thing I'm still just doing ads at the moment because I fucked up.
What do
That
I?
explains why I wasn't doing hyperlinks. Okay.
Okay, I've got it. What do I need to work on upgrading next?
Uh,
Uh,
brain
Probably my.
capacity.
Oh, that's impossible.
Oh, fair enough. Fair enough. Get a bigger memory card for the Cobalt brain.
Sorry, we only go up to 8 MB, and even that's being generous.
No 12 megabyte memory card? Wow. Damn.
Oh, thank you for the stretch redeem. Welcome on, Raven. You came in like just at the tail end of the announcements.
Talk about being a cheapskate for fucking RAM shit. Uh,
Listen, the person who created the memory capacity of Cobalt, that was given to the lowest bidder.
oh, damn.
Thank you for the brain trauma, Char.
Okay, I am ready whenever you are, by the way, Faith. I have all my stuff.
Perfect. I guess I should tell the stream about part 2 of today's plan.
Yeah, that'd
So
probably be a good idea.
Planet Crafter, I was just hopping onto for while Potato got ready.
Gee.
Now that that part is done, we're going to be switching things up. Because I'm actually going to have to use my brain power to focus on conversation.
Gee.
uh,
Son of a bitch. Actually,
like,
hold on just a second. I just realized I forgot to grab a drink. I'm gonna throw
ah,
some BRB. I forgot that I'd already finished my soda, so I will be right back while I go grab a soda and a bottle of water, so I have both. I will be right back.
okay. Feel like your body's gonna flame on in this heat? No. I've been wanting to start your own podcast for a while, but for topics, you don't have enough friends who are into them. I mean, you can do a podcast of teaching someone about it. You can do a podcast of getting someone into it and having them be asking you questions. Also, Raven, funny enough, you mentioned podcast. That is actually today's second plan. Once Potato is back, we're going to be shifting into a podcast. That's we've for now have named Fae Talk. I'm sure that gives you a clue of what we're going to be talking about.
Okay, I have hydration now.
Yay! Potato ruined surprise with announcements in Discord. I mean, it wasn't really a surprise.
Yeah, no, it was not a surprise. It was planned. Well, between Faith and I, it was planned.
um, but to recap my early announcements, because you weren't here, Raven. Um, September 3rd, roughly a week before, about a week before or after that, is when I'm going to be doing my affiliate anniversary streams. It's going to be done in a marathon style. I don't know if I'm just going to leave it full uncapped or have
Gee.
a maximum end date. I don't know the games I'm going to be playing. I just know roughly the model it's going to take. So keep an eye on your DMs for my totally not copy pasted message that I'm going to send out to everyone. Uh,
Also,
like it's
speaking of that, actually, well, we're on that at the moment. If you do any collabs, Like, I don't currently know what my schedule's going to look like for that, so like, yeah,
Okay.
because new job, I go to orientation for tomorrow.
Oh, fun. But hopefully they can give you some rough pattern that you can work with.
Yeah, that's what I'm hoping for too.
But let me close up Planet Crafter now that that's no longer the game plan.
Yeah, yeah, I
Um,
got a job at the place that used to advertise with the Chihuahua. That should give people ideas of what I'm talking about. If you don't know what I'm talking about, I am sad for you.
huh?
Talking Chihuahua used to be a mascot of where I now work. Yeah, there you go, Raven.
Oh,
The Yo
yeah,
Quiero
I've not.
Taco Bell dog.
Oh,
What do you mean you can't hear me? Oh, son of a
what?
fucking
What
bitch.
do you? Oh, wait, no, that's me.
It's
That
your
may be
end?
me.
Okay.
I don't have Discord as a sound source on the podcast scene. Um,
Ah. Good thing we haven't started the podcast yet.
so
We're off to a great start.
let me just copy the Discord VC thing. And then paste the Discord VC into the podcast time source.
Yeah.
uh,
We're off to a great start. Good thing I had the Discord thing already set up on my end, so we don't have to worry about that. I hope.
yep. So let me get your chat open.
Yeah. I have both of our chats open.
I mean, I should have yours open as a mod.
Yeah, usually.
There, there we go. Uh,
Hi,
hello,
Rui.
Ruby. Ah,
Hi,
I
Jay.
hello. Fuck, I need to turn off. I'm gonna refund you for that because I don't have tits set up on this scene.
Hmm.
It was too where is the thing? Faith is back to classic Avatar. Yeah.
Wait, what avatar are
I
you using at the? Oh, that one. Okay, yeah. Okay, gotcha.
the Pokemon trainer.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's I have a lot of Pokemon trainer themed ones
It's
because
the
the
same
cat
one that
girl
you're
was
using
also Pokemon
for.
trainer.
It's the same one that you're using for reactive at the moment, so I know which one you have.
Yeah.
So then you switched, and we have the same model for you on both screens. So
Okay. Let me turn off the tits redeems. Um, Now the only reason I've not set everything up on this scene is because I just made it today.
yeah,
Um, like not even early today.
it was like a
It's
less. It was like an hour or two ago at the most.
yeah.
Because I was like, hey, Faith, you want to do a podcast type thing?
uh, but enjoy the look, Bowie. Enjoy the chaos.
But yes, anyways,
Um,
we are
yeah.
going to be talking about the Fae because I saw a thing on Twitter that made me very uncomfortable. I was like, you know what? There are a lot of people that have misconceptions about the Fae. Let's talk
Let
about that.
you're debating on doing something. Oh, what are you
Ooh,
debating on, Trey?
yee.
Let's get chat back up into the proper window. Um, and you know what, Potato? I'm
Mm.
gonna show off that post for people.
Okay, that's fine.
Um,
You're better
just
at
so
doing that, so I'll
they.
let you do that.
Should you change your profile on Discord to
Space
Space Bunny? Yes,
Bunny.
yes. Um,
It took me.
uh,
I almost was like Space Bunny confused, but then I know what he means, or they mean rather. I know what they mean because I remember them talking about the new lore, which is really cool.
So this is the post. I've said it before and I'll say it again. There are paranormal shows about finding Bigfoot, and there are too many ghost hunters. But fairy hunting is an untapped medium. I need a team. Fairy finders. Let's get abducted on a shaky cam.
Mm. And then
Me
the stuff
sitting
below it.
setting down bowls of milk and honey. Come get your juice. And then laying down in a mushroom circle in a puffy dress with sleeves seductively slipping down to show bare shoulders. Oh, dear heavens, the shoulders.
Hmm.
uh, oh, dear me, I am so tired. I suppose I'll take a nap right here. So, even me, as someone who's new to all of this just kind of made me scream.
So, so I'm gonna go over the good thing first in the first part of that second part of the post. Milk and honey, great fucking offering to the Fae, to the good neighbors. Great fucking offering, by the way. If you want to like make friends with it, this is fine. This is fine. You could like set this on your window and stuff like in the sauce or what. This is okay. This is not harmful to you normally. This is fine. Now the problem.
Uh,
Going to
so
sleep in a fucking fairy circle.
I mean, I feel like the first bit of the problem is stepping into the fairy
I mean,
circle to
that
begin
too,
with.
but actually deciding, hey, I'm going to take a nap here. Motherfucker. If the Fae do not kidnap you, I am dragging you out of that circle by your throat and beating some goddamn common sense into you.
uh,
Because no,
that
absolutely fucking not. Okay, here's the thing. Like, a lot of people that do posts like this and shit, god fucking damn it. Son of a bitch, there's soda all over the fucking place. Well, I will clean that up in a minute.
uh,
Ah, one second, let me go get a towel. I'll be right back.
okay, it's fine. We are currently in an ad break on my side. Oh, I should also um
Ah, okay, I'm back. I accidentally kicked over my soda though, so fuck. But anyways,
no worries.
as I was saying, yeah, no, the Fae are not as friendly and cuddly as common media makes you think they are. The Fae are tricksters, they are cunning, wily, devious little shits, and a lot of
Ye-
them are extremely fucking dangerous. And there are also many that are warriors or in their own rights are gods. So
yeah, like
yeah.
media often likes to portray fairies as Tinkerbell. You know, all sweet, happy, lots of light and fairy dust to make you fly. No.
No. But yeah. So yeah, things like play with fairy circles, going up random stairs that you just find in the forest that have no reason to fucking be there. Going through things that form doorways that shouldn't be, like, oh, I don't know, the branches of fucking trees.
uh,
Yeah, those are things you don't want to do. That they don't end well.
yeah, no.
Or, you
Um,
know, some random person that seems really, really off. Just be asking a random question like, and what's your name? Or may I have your name?
yeah, the best survival tip when dealing with the Fae: never give them your name for the love of the void. If
Actually.
someone ever asks, "May I have your name?" or "Can I have your name?" or anything that implies them getting your name, other than "What may I call you?"
hmm
Be very careful with your wording. In fact, even then, be careful with your wording on what may I call you.
Exactly, because with certain ways that things, questions are phrased about names, um, they are basically asking for ownership over the name, which is ownership over the thing itself.
Exactly. So, if a Fae asks for your name, and you can just apply this whenever because you don't know, you never know if you're talking to a Fae or not.
Yes.
Don't sit, if they ask, "May I have your name?" Do not say, "Yes, my name is so and so."
Well, you're fucked
Um,
now. You now belong to a Fae. You also no longer have a name, so I mean, good luck with that.
if you're going to answer, you can give them your dead name. In which case, I think they might see that with some level of amusement.
Yes, most will see that as very amusing because one, it's a free name that they get to use, and two, you got one over on them technically in a way that causes no harm to anyone.
But of course, that one you should only do if you know it's a Fae, because I mean, you don't want to dead name yourself.
Exactly.
Uh, so the next thing you can do is, is just you may call me so and so.
Or I shall not give you my name, but you may call me. Or there are some who know me as, using a Monty Python reference. For those that don't know the full reference, the reference is oh great and powerful wizard, what name do you go by? But there are some who know me as Tim.
Yes, Tim the Enchanter.
Yes.
If I'm gonna play a wizard in any fantasy campaign, Tim the Enchanter is my basis. Tim the Enchanter is would be the original. I don't care how big the room is. I said I cast Fireball.
No one asked how big the room was. I said I cast Fireball, and then I said I cast Fireball again for good measure.
Exactly.
Like everyone's already dead too. I don't care. Oh god, yes. So one second, I'm looking at these emotes real quick. Ah,
They're adorable.
they are. They are very adorable.
I'm glad that it's a global emote too.
Gee. But
Actually,
yeah. No, go ahead.
one thing I just want to talk about Twitch. I have a big problem with the way the Twitch emotes button works.
Uh-oh.
Frequently used doesn't always show the emotes you actually use frequently. But the other thing is that why isn't your own channel always at the top?
Okay, so with the frequently used thing, so sometimes that's different because sometimes you might be using mobile and sometimes you might be using web. Like I don't know how much you use mobile, but for me, like I have two different frequently used. I have the frequently used that I use on mobile, and then there's the frequently used that are whatever the most used I use on web.
Okay, but I have never used LOL or PogChamp
Yeah,
or
yes.
Bible Thump or
So,
any of
so,
those.
so, okay. If you don't use very many emos at all, it'll have the default ones up there automatically.
Uh,
Yeah. But okay, so we have kind of gone over like things not to do with the Fae. A few brief things not to do with the Fae. Other things not to do with the Fae. Insulting them. Never, ever,
never.
ever insult a Fae, especially to their face. It will not go well. The Fae are very good, are very big on being polite and rules of hospitality. Which, if you don't know what those are, there are several things you can look up to find them. Uh, Generally, they go by the Celtic rules of hospitality. Uh, but it's things like oh God, one second. I have
I do have the what you typed up open right now, actually.
yeah. Actually, if you can share that on your screen, we can go over that there.
Um, yeah, let me show the screen for you. I'm not going to be showing it off to Twitch.
Okay, give me just a
Um,
second here.
and let me not show application audio so you don't hear yourself.
Oh God, that would suck.
uh,
I would hate that so much.
yeah, I can imagine.
Give me just a second. I'm just trying to pull this up here. Okay, back. Oh God, that's hard for me to read
Can,
just because of my screen proportions and shit. I might have to grab this myself, unfortunately.
uh,
No, it's fine. It's fine. You tried. Um,
uh, I do want to point out one thing you have on this list, which is something that I've always kept up with and fully understand.
what's that?
Um, avoid lying at all costs.
Yes.
But not. I mean, the lying parts. There's actually another bit here. Like, I don't like liars. It's the next bit as well. To always keep your word.
Yes. So
Um,
the Fae are very big on honesty and like trickery is fine. They're pranksters, like I've said before. They're trickery is one thing. Outright lying is something they don't tolerate. And if you promise something, you keep the promise.
yeah.
Otherwise, there will be consequences.
And Void knows in my early life, I actually did use the term oath breaker in regards to people breaking promises with me. um,
I can imagine Little Faith doing that. I very much can.
uh, and that was Faith before you met us.
Yeah, I believe that.
that Faith was a lot more of a gremlin.
But yeah, another thing is like but yet also they have to be invited into people's homes. This is where the myth of vampires come in. This is actually partly where myth of vampires come in, believe it or not. Even though we're not touching
Hmm.
on that right now, but technically, yes, the Fae have to be invited into your home. However, this invitation does not have to be verbal. Things like doormats that say, please come in, or welcome, come on in, or things like that, or you are welcome, things like anything like that. Like if it says something, if you have a doormat that says something like that, that is an open invitation. That is,
So just don't have doormats outside.
well, at least not ones that invite people in, because there are doormats that say "fuck off."
Fair, but also I don't think they take quite kindly to being told to fuck off.
Well, I mean, some might find it humorous, others probably would not. You are correct.
So if you have to have a doormat, just have a blank one.
Or one that
Have
has
it
like a
there.
dog face on it or something.
You, yeah, I prefer blank because a lot of people use doormats also to kind of wipe the bottom of
Yeah,
their shoes off.
yeah,
So like
no, I get that.
if I choose something cute, I'm not gonna want them to do that. I'm gonna be devastated.
I mean, that's fair. I
I
personally
mean,
have never liked doormats in my life, so I mean,
yeah, I've never gotten the point of them other than wiping off the bottoms of the foot. Oh shoot.
yeah. But yeah. Um, Another thing to note about the Fae, they are allergic to iron.
Hmm.
Very, like, iron will burn them. Hence why you know, a lot of mythology uses iron weapons.
Yeah. And there are some that would be immune to this rule, though those ones are generally considered more than Fae.
Yes. Fairies be caught in a bottle. No, no, no.
No.
I mean, technically, you can capture a Fae in a bottle. Certain types of Fae could be captured in a bottle, but they would not work that way, and I would not recommend
And
doing that.
I have a fun question,
Okay,
and I'm hoping that you understand what these are.
okay,
Do you know of the borrowers?
yes,
Would they be considered a type of Fae?
they're brownies. Technically, they are brownies. They are a type of Fae. Yes, the borrowers are based off of brownies. Why do you think they
Ah,
repair things in the movie? Why did you think they repaired things?
it it has been a long time since I've watched the movie.
Yeah, yeah, the borrowers are brownies. They are Fae.
Ah, well, that's good to know.
um, but yeah, and when it comes to Fae, like a lot of people, like Faith mentioned earlier, because of media, a lot of people think like Tinkerbell and shit. There are actually a myriad of different types of Fae. Um, Going back to Legends of Vampires again, actually, another Fae that helped contribute to that are the Leon and She, which are a type of fae that are generally beautiful women. They grant people, they basically act as a muse. They grant people inspiration. So they usually try to find people who are creative, like artists, writers, musicians, etc. They grant them inspiration. However, in exchange for this, they feed off of the person's life force. Uh, Usually the person that is involved with Leon and she ends up having romantic feelings towards this muse. And
So,
yeah, so there you can see like the parallels between a vampire and
and funny thing regarding them specifically, actually. Um, so recently I've been watching through Star Trek Deep Space Nine. There
Mhm,
actually was an episode with an alien that's very much inhabited those traits. She was a very beautiful woman. She granted Jake Sisko, a writer, a lot of potential. Like he was writing possibly the greatest novel he could,
mhm.
but he was dying.
Yep,
He'd have been granted immortality through his work, but it would have been the last thing he would have worked on.
yep,
And then when they confronted her, stopped her from doing it, she just kind of vanished.
yep.
Um,
So okay, I don't sorry. I don't know if you've ever seen this anime, but the anime Ancient Magus Bride, there's a character in it that is literally just called Leon and She, and that's what she is. And like that explains basically what the Leon and She are and how they work. I mean, in
that
the case of her, it was an accidental relationship. Like she didn't mean for it to turn out the way that it did. But yeah.
that is actually an anime I want to watch.
It's a very good anime. I still need to finish season two. I never have, but also the start of season two is a struggle for me just because of the shift, but eh. But it's a good anime. I like it. Has a lot of different fairy folklore, and some of it's not completely accurate, but it is fairly accurate in a lot of places.
I mean that's always good when they mostly somewhat know what they're talking about.
Yee. Yeah, and the main character, or well, the main male lead rather, the one who is the ancient Magus, is actually based off of a different Celtic folklore, but it still has to do with the Fae technically, which is the Mary Lwyd.
That's one. Oh,
Yeah.
I don't know as much as I should about it. And I say should considering I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
you're
it's
Welsh.
more it's more Welsh
Yeah.
centric tale rather than Irish.
Yep, it
Um,
it is a Welsh it is a Welsh folklore basically.
but pretty much the most that I know about it is if it knocks at your door, you pretty much need to do a poetry battle.
Mhm.
If it wins, it can enter and eat all your food. I forgot what happens if you win. I think it just kind of goes off
It
to
fucks
find someone
off.
else.
It fucks off into the night. Yep.
So pretty much rap battle for your food.
Fun fact, it also only appeared on one holiday. Samhain! Or,
uh,
as it is called by Christians and most of the world now, Halloween. But yeah,
uh,
it only appeared on Samhain.
oh, thank you for the med reminder, chart. I did just take my meds.
Good girl.
Thank you.
Also, pronouns today. I didn't look earlier when I entered
Oh,
your stream.
I that is a good question.
Hmm.
They she.
They see? Okay. Hmm. Yes, like Charles, like good dragon.
Yay.
But yeah, Mary Lwyd is a fae that only appeared on Samhain when the veil between worlds is finished, and yeah, uh, one of the things he would do is distill children who misbehaved and did not listen to their parents, and then, like Faith said, also the rap battle thing. But yes, he would spirit disobedient children off to the other side to the Feywilds, essentially. Tirnanog,
Yeah.
in actuality, but yes, and yeah, the Mary Lwyd and several other figures that appear in different pagan mythology are why people actually originally wore masks to hide from them and blend in, basically. Of course, that tradition was changed when Christianity took over, but we're not talking about that at the moment.
Christianity changed a lot,
Yeah.
and it's a good thing that we're able to learn about the origins.
Yeah. Oh, fun fact, another thing that a lot of people don't know. Saint Nick, one of the origins of Saint Nick actually is Fae in origin. Which, if you think about it, actually makes a lot of sense. Because, let's see, omniscient, omnipresent, ageless, works with other fairies, because elves.
Everything is fate.
To an
Yeah.
extent, you would actually be surprised how close that is to actually being
Uh,
accurate.
like out of all the myths, I
the
like mythological creatures.
the Fae has a lot of like overlap with a lot of things. Yes.
Fae probably, yeah, the Fae probably are the closest to our world
Yep. That too.
because
But
we're an amusing lot.
But yeah, but also again, what else is Saint Nick besides someone who gives presents? He's a trickster spirit. Like, think about it. What are things that he's known for doing?
Well, if you've
Uh,
been naughty, he gives you coal.
exactly. There's that. He can instantaneously travel. He could create things that you dream up. Like he is literally he is a pseudo god Fae.
Yeah.
I thought you were a
Now,
kobold. Char, I am confused. Make up your mind, honey. Please. Please.
now, here's the thing regarding like him, Saint Nick as a Fae, and like
Santa's a wizard. Hey, I
I
mean,
I
in that universe, you were correct. Saint Nick was a wizard. That is actually a canon Harry Potter lore thing. You are welcome for that, the people that did not know.
would Saint Nick be a part of the Winter Court?
Yes.
It, I ask that like partially as a joke because
Yeah,
Christmas lands in winter, but
yes, that would be the court that he would fall under. Yes, you are correct.
that's actually something we should talk about. The courts.
I so with Fey hierarchy, there are multiple different quote unquote ruling bodies that are known as courts. I say quote unquote because the Fae are extremely community driven. Everything is done for the greater whole rather than the individual. Um, which is why a lot of the time most Fae refer to themselves in the third person. We, ours, things like that. Um, but the courts are the summer, spring, winter, fall, technically. The most well-known ones, though, and the ones that get recognized the most whenever it's talked about, are usually the spring and winter courts. And
Not even
sometimes the
summer.
sometimes the summer one does get actually some recognition, but uh, like a lot of people probably know the name Titania, with the Queen of Fairies, or Oberon, the King of Fairies. Both are of the Spring Court. They are, again, quote unquote, the rulers of all of fairykind. But basically, how the courts work is it's divided apart which types of fae live there. Like certain types of fae are more active during spring, so those types would be part of the spring court. Some are more active during the summer months, those would be part of the summer court. Some prefer darkness and the cold winter, the unseelie court, which a lot of things refer to the unseelie as evil fae. That's not accurate, but yeah. Anyways, the winter court has also the Lady Morgana, which besides being a fae is also a goddess. She's actually the inspiration for those that know D&D. She is the Raven Queen.
Hmm. The Celtic goddess of death and war.
Mm-hmm.
Um, yeah, there are reasons why I like why I like them. There's potato nose.
Yep. But yeah. So yeah, the and like uh, each course has its own traditions and quote unquote rules. It's more of like basic things that they expect while you're in their lands. They're not actual solid rules, but for instance, spring dancing, fornication, drinking, partying, things like that. Winter, feasts, stories of harvest gone by, stories of battle, things like that. Basically, the cycles of life can be attributed to the chords. Spring is considered the beginning of life, winter considered the end of life. Okay, and also, just so you know, I wasn't ignoring your message. You say Nebula is a you, but you referred to yourself as a kobold before, hence the confusion of whether you are a wolf or a kobold. Please make up your mind, child.
He is a kobold only in the way that he is a part of my horde.
Okay, fair enough, I suppose.
Uh, actually, speaking of kobolds,
Yes.
um, because I'm looking at your list of friendly creatures, there is a fae known as kobolds as well.
Correct. They are spirits that dwell within minds. So okay, this is a thing where there are two different beliefs with it. Some believe that kobolds cause cave-ins and stuff in mines and like cause accident and misfortune. Some believe that kobolds are spirits of misfortune, essentially. Other side of that belief, kobolds are, well, obviously they live in the mines. The mines are their home, but also they are friendly spirits. They like knock on walls to warn of if a cave in is possible or like if the wall is like weak or whatever. Um, they create lights to warn of dangerous gases and things like that. They guide people out of mines to not get caught in cave-ins and such.
And the
What a
thing with that
kobold.
is,
Go ahead.
hmm? The thing with that is both could be true at the same time.
Exactly. Both could be true. The thing with kobolds, appearance-wise, at least for the actual Fae kobold, is a thing that's not really known because kobolds aren't actually ever seen physically, or at least there's been no record of it ever happening where someone actually fully sees a kobold. So we don't know like which appearance is right. We don't know if the Japanese appearance where the canine is the one that's correct, or if it's the more Western one where they're lizard-like.
I my own bias is hoping lizard. So when I was watching Delicious in Dungeon, I
Hmm.
saw the dog. I'm like, oh, that's a nice dog race. Yeah.
The
Then I hear it's referred to
kobolds.
as a kobold. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, that's what
That
kobold.
that's
So fun fact,
that was the
actually.
first time I learned that.
So fun fact, actually. Going on a tangent here because we're talking about kobolds. Fun fact, actually. So in early video games and stuff, kobolds were shown as being canine. Even in the earliest edition of actual D&D, kobolds were actually canine, not reptilian. That didn't come until later. But yeah, because originally from Japan, the kobolds were done as being or as being canine. So that's how most of the world saw kobolds at first. And then, like I said later, that changed, and yeah. Also, the inspiration for Dungeon Meshi came from a game where the kobolds were canines, and that's why the creator went with that as well. That's another reason because of where the inspiration came from the series. I don't remember the name of the
Yeah,
game at the
that's
moment, but yeah.
yeah, that's been the first time I heard about it, and so I was like, what?
Yo.
So now one of my friends, every time I say yip yap to them, they reply, I bok bok. It's just become our greeting.
As someone finds out that kobolds were literally just the canaries that were sent into mines. They were never actually canaries, they were just kobolds the entire time. Kobolds are actually birds, get fucked.
I mean that works out for me.
That would actually be hilarious if that was true. Like, I was
It
just
would
saying
be.
this, but yeah.
Like it would be, but then I'd start having mixed feelings about having a pet bird. Because then it's like, what birds are actually kobolds, or which birds are actually fae?
Oh, good point. Well, I mean, technically, any bird could be fey. Maybe all birds are fake. Maybe all birds are fey. Instead of all birds being government drones, they are all fey.
Okay, let's expand this deeper. All birds are fae that work for the government.
Oh no, I don't like that.
Now we all know that if the government did anything, it wouldn't exist anymore.
Yeah, yeah.
Wait, what if that's me? Wait, what if they actually have a special division that is keeping good relations with the Fae?
Damn. Uh, but yeah. Anyways, moving on.
uh, you know, if we ever do this again, I need to add a tinfoil hat thing, just so that when we're in the conspiracy segments, I can just turn on the tinfoil hats.
Oh my gosh, that would be fucking amazing. Just fucking tinfoil hat on the kobold.
The kobold and the fae.
I mean, that's fair. That's
You
fair.
get one too.
Valid.
Also, it wouldn't just be like it wouldn't be like I draw a tinfoil hat.
It'd
No,
just
I
be
just
an
grab.
actual like PNG of a tinfoil hat.
Yeah, I'd just grab a stock photo of one and just be like, "Hey, here."
You know what? Just grab a stock photo one from Shutterstock that has the Shutterstock watermark on it. uh, shit.
Funnily enough, potato. It's in the way that you would think, but
Oh no, do you have one pulled up right now? Is that what's going on?
I've just DM'd it to you.
Oh, you DM'd it to me? Okay, give me just a second, I'll look.
Oh, hello, cheeky. Welcome on in. We're talking about the Fae.
Yeah.
Well, Fae and Fae adjacent.
Yo. Yes, that works. That's perfect. I love it.
Do I even bother with cutting out the weight or just
No.
let it cover up the PNG?
Let it cover it up when we use it. Just be.
All right, mission understood. Oh, that's a WebP file. No.
Oh, oof. Darn. Ah.
Uh,
One second here. Actually,
okay.
so since you were speaking about friendly creatures a second ago, I'm gonna go back to brownies for a minute since they're on the list there. So, Oh, if I didn't fuck up what I was doing, so I could still see your chat. And so, basically, how brownies work is they're fae that are basically they live in your house. They're invited, obviously, but they live in your house and they repair things that you break. So like, say you good? You had yourself muted for a
Hmm?
second.
Yeah. Just I was just thinking, Char, for stretch. Don't worry if I mute.
Oh, okay. Uh, so but yeah, they had so say like you had a broken baseball bat or whatever. I'm just picking a random or tennis racket or something. And you leave it near your back door, preferably a door that has like a dog flap. But like if it doesn't, like they will find a way in. But you leave it near your back door, with along with a plate of baked goods, traditionally brownies. Hence why they got their name. It could be any baked good, but yeah, brownies.
Hmm.
And they would repair the broken objects, be it baseball bat, tennis racket, worn out shoe, etc. And yeah, and basically they would make a home in like your cupboard or whatever, and they would repair things. If you lost something, they would usually return it to where it belongs. And yeah, that basically they were just spirits that liked helping people. The story of the cobbler and the elves, or the shoemaker and the elves, as it's more commonly known. But yeah, the shoemaker and the elves, brownies. The elves that helped the cobbler, they were brownies. House
That
elves
is
from Harry
actually.
House elves from Harry Potter are actually brownies, but J.K. Rowling is shit in a number of ways, so they ended up what they ended up.
Yeah.
Also, you were gonna say something? Sorry.
The cobbler and the elves is actually something I was gonna bring up on an example of brownies.
Yes.
Because like even if it wasn't the intention at the time, they very much are.
Yeah.
Oh, I just found an image that you would love.
Oh.
Um, this kind of goes back to our thing with the Saint Nick.
Oh wait, let me see this. Let's see. Oh hey, it's Victor Von Doom.
Yeah, that actually makes sense. That actually Saint Nick being Fae does make more sense as to why you leave out an offering of milk and cookies.
Yes. Yup. Yup. It does. It very much does.
At the same time, though, I don't want to offer milk, and by the time he gets here, it's gone bad because it's been left out overnight,
Yeah, that's fair.
which just means more cookies.
Messing with your brain, how, Char? Which part is messing with your brain? Also, who are you? Whose arm are you numbing there?
Likely mine, and if not my arm, then my tail. Oh, if it, if ever I do end up getting like another cobalt reactive,
Mhm.
pretty much another reactive. I should make a version with charge tsunami on the end of my tail. So that's when I talk and my tail kind of swings. He's swinging with it.
That'd be fucking adorable. Also, yes, he said he used the nomming on the tail, so.
Yeah.
uh,
Uh, I've got the colors for it. One day I'll say that that the faith tastes like cotton candy.
I get 100% permission for you to use Phoenix Faith.
Looks like he's on board for that. Okay. Once I finish beating up my art block.
It's fucking great. Or, I mean, you can commission someone for it.
Okay, but that requires money.
It does require money, you are correct.
If I had the money, I know who I'd want to commission.
Rui?
Yes, the person who did this
Mm,
wonderful reactive
uh,
Rui. Uh, but that actually, I do have an idea on someone else to do the ref sheets so that I can finally get a visual for the dragon form.
Oh,
You know them, Potato.
Mars?
Yep.
Yay! Mars did my ref sheet.
Uh, now I just need the money for that, but that is a thing for another day.
They also did the reactive that I have on Fuji Tech.
and and the reactive does look good.
It does. Only reason I'm not using it with this new program is because this actually works better for this program because it has the multiple frames.
Hmm.
But yeah,
It
I
it
didn't. I
it
didn't.
is nice having the blink.
Yeah, I didn't know that this app existed until I was told about it after getting these, which I got these for free. So I mean,
Yeah, I think that there's another kind of thing to do for PNGs. I
there
don't know the
there
name of that
actually
app.
is, and it's on Steam, and I have it, but I don't want to mess with it at the moment. But yeah, I found it.
Fair.
So yeah, it's a PNG tuber maker.
That's it. Okay. And yes, Cha.
Wiggles, squish. Mhm.
Squeeze.
But another thing that a lot of people don't realize is Fae, and they actually attribute it to being a type of ghost. Story of Ichabod Crane. Do you know that one? Sleepy Hollow?
No, I don't think I'm too familiar
So,
with it.
so Sleepy Hollow, Ichabod Crane is a Doulahan, which a lot of people think is actually a ghost. But what a Doulahan is it is a headless spirit. However, it is not a ghost. It is Fae in origin.
Oh,
It would
see
actually
that.
fall in the Autumn Court.
See, I always thought that Dullahans were ghosts or spirits.
Nope, they are Fae.
Huh.
They are Fae in origin. Just like the Will-O-Wisp is also Fae in origin.
I see. You learn something new every day. Which is the point of this podcast.
Okay, so Doulahan, the fun thing about Doulahan is there are several different origin stories for what a Doulahan is. Um, One thing is that when belief, the one that aligns with why most people think there's ghosts, is that it is a possessed suit of armor, obviously. But and I mean this actually kind of doesn't tie into them being fey spirits too. But what it is it's armor that basically was imbued with the feelings and memories of whoever wore it, and then through some means ended up gaining sentience of its own, or a life of its own rather, and then took to wandering the world. The reason for this varies, either it's seeking out the missing part of it, or it's seeking out a grudge, things like that. Why it exists varies. Some versions of Dullahan, it's just the armor. Some versions they have a horse, things like that. But yeah,
Huh.
obviously Ichabod Crane, he had a horse because Headless Horseman, and a lot of other like video game things will have Dullahans with horses. There's some that have Dullahans without horses, like the Tales series, for example. When Dullahans show up in that, they usually don't have a horse. There's sometimes where they do, but a lot of the occasions they don't have a horse. They just show up as armor.
Hmm.
Yeah. And will-o-wisps are well, they're a type of fae that guide people. This is usually done for one of two reasons. One is to guide people who are lost in forest or fog or bogs, foggy bogs, bleh, things like that. Sometimes it is to get them out. Other times it is to lead people astray because again, the fae are by nature tricksters. So even though they are willing to help, there are some that are literally just going to play pranks on people. So some will-o-wisp will just lead people into bogs, into the fog of bogs, to be lost forever. Or, actually lead them to the other side of the mist, as in take them to Tirnanog.
Hmm.
Hmm. But yeah, will-o-wisps, like I said, are Fae in origin. Basically, they are sentient fairy lights.
Fun. Also, if anyone considers it, like, please do not go to Tionanog. If
Yeah.
if you do find yourself there, do not eat the food or drink.
Yes. Fairy food is not harmful to humans, but if you eat it, you have basically entered a contract where you cannot leave. You
And
belong to the Fae now.
and even if you do manage to leave, doesn't it kind of remove your taste for
Yeah,
normal food and
yeah.
drink?
Yeah, remove your taste for normal food and drink, which means even though you're eating stuff, you're not feeling full.
Yeah. Eating gold.
Eating
Okay,
gold. I
Chuck.
mean, please don't eat
This
gold.
is why we called you a kobold.
I mean, yeah, there's that too. Like,
uh,
but yeah. Um. Anyways, eating precious metal, semi-precious metals, and semi-precious gemstones is a cobalt trait. Dogs usually don't do that. I mean, another creature that does that is sharks because they'll like eat anything.
yeah. Yeah. Fun fact: I possibly was almost a shark.
Shark. There are a lot of shark VTubers though.
There are.
Don't make me get the spray bottle, sir.
Uh,
But right. So what were we talking? Oh, right. Speaking of not eating the another thing you shouldn't do with the Fae, accepting gifts, because
mhm.
to the Fae there is no such thing as a gift. Because again, they are all about community, so things are shared.
Yep.
There is no such thing as a gift. If they give you something as a gift, that they aren't giving you a gift. You have entered a contract with them. You now
It
owe
is an
them a favor.
a favor or something else, usually of equal value to the gift.
Hmm.
So it's so like they can't give you $20 and you give them a stone. I mean, some would value a pretty stone at $20 because what the fuck is money? But
Okay, Okay, I'm just imagining. I'm just imagining Rumpelstiltskin fucking giving somebody $20, and someone just giving him like a fucking geode that like sparkles and shit.
Okay, if it's like a full ass geode, that is worth more than
Well,
$20.
okay, yeah,
I'm
but I mean,
talking about a
okay,
pebble.
okay. Someone gives him like a really shiny rainbow river stone. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
Why did I pick Rumpelstiltskin? Because what the fuck else do you think that man was?
Someone who, through the means of contracts, often owing in favors or other things, can grant quite a lot of wishes.
Yeah, what is
And
that?
how was he banished? Through his name. Names have power.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. He was a Fae. And I mean, if you actually read the original version by the Brothers Grimm, like, yes, he was Fae.
There is no question about it. Uh, that is actually another thing that I remember you talking with me about in terms of names and Fae. Like, yes, if you give them your name, they have a level of ownership over you.
So
But
okay, here's the difference. Fae names are generally like the powerful ones. They are generally already known amongst humans for various reasons. Um, you don't necessarily have ownership over them, but you do have some form of power over them to an extent.
yeah, just in having the name already
You can
somewhat.
summon them for one thing. You can ask for favors, though if you're doing that, be careful who you're asking for the favor from. And
Yeah,
also remember that doing so counts as an invitation.
and,
Not that kind
and
of ownership chart. Well, not necessarily actually. That it very much could be. It depends on the Fae.
yeah, but I know I'm jumping around because I'm going back to the gift thing.
Hmm.
Because like for a faith, the gifts could even be as vague as just open invitation into your life.
Yep.
Like if they give you a gift and in exchange you give that open invitation. Congrats, you have a Fae now. Um,
Oh, another
well,
thing.
you don't have a Fae, but they'll be there.
Another thing. Don't go picking up random pretty looking feathers you see and bringing them into your house.
um, um,
Oh,
mission failed.
this is a call out.
I may
I'm
have done
sorry, God
that.
damn it. What fucking kind of feather, sir?
I, I
Specifically.
I am gonna laugh so hard if it's the same.
I'm going to scream and strangle a dog. No, I mean, what kind of bird feathers?
My brown,
Probably
probably
not a
eagle.
raven, but yeah.
Not a raven or crow. So there's some safety there.
Goose, okay, never mind, you're fine.
Oh, oh,
Geese are just fucking cobra chickens, you're fine.
yeah.
Fuck geese.
Uh, those ones all you'll be inviting in is a part of a problem.
uh, germs. But yeah. Yeah, Fae is a prime example of fuck around and find out when it comes to the Fae,
Very much so.
which is not what you want to do.
uh, as as someone who has done a little fucking around and finding out. Um, listen to Potato. Do not fuck around and find out
Yeah,
with them.
no, please do not.
Um,
For the most
and,
part,
and
leave the Fae alone. But if you find yourself needing to deal with them, be polite, be courteous, be smart.
yeah,
But yeah, be polite and courteous. Because as long as you are at least trying to be polite and cordial, they will know that you're not trying to offend them by accident or on purpose. And if you do offend them, they will know that it wasn't intentional. Um, Things you can do to protect yourself, although not recommended, because they might see that as you trying to be uh offensive towards them, like trying to exercise something. It's like have an iron weapon on you. I mean,
yeah, but
it,
while yes, that would protect you, they'll also be like, oh, this person wants
yeah,
to fuck us up.
yeah. That's what I say. Like that's an option. Another option is like carry around like a Ziploc bag of salt. You can dump that out. They have to count the grains. If you do that in front, if you dump like salt or sugar or something in front of them, they will. It's just an instinct that they will fucking bend down to count every single grain. They won't like it very much, and they will not be happy with you, but they will do it.
It'll just be a thing of they'll look of you dump it out and they'll just glare at you, wishing looks could kill.
And that's when you leave. Very, very quickly.
Very quickly. Because the moment they're done. No, I mean, they probably have a good memory of faces. Fae
They
do not
do.
forgive, nor do they ever forget.
Yup.
And that is something else I want to talk on. Saying thank you and I'm sorry to the Fae.
Yes. Okay. So you can show gratitude to the Fae. However, do not thank them individually. Because, again, Fae do not do things for themselves. They are doing it to further the community. Like to further help the community in some way. Like to contribute towards the community in some way. And so if you say a thank you, no, they don't want that. They don't want to be thanked individually for what they're doing. They are just doing what they have to do to help the community, to help the people.
Like, wouldn't saying thank you then put you in the debt of that Fae?
That too. It also puts you in their debt. Which yeah.
Which I don't know how many times we've said it
You
today,
don't
but
want to be.
um.
And
So
then go
would
ahead.
a good alternative be just saying that I am grateful?
Yes. I'm grateful for your assistance or this boon or whatever it happens to be. And
As long as you do not give the word thanks or imply it is something that they are giving,
hmm
because that then is when the debt is incurred.
or your guidance is much appreciated, something like that. Your assistance is much appreciated, things like that.
And then how do you apologize safely?
Okay, this is a tricky one because it depends have you actually offended the Fae, or why? What is the reason that you're apologizing? Like that's what we needed to cover first. Why do you feel the need to apologize? Like, this is the hypothetical.
Okay. Let's say, just for the first example, um, due to various reasons, you say sorry for everything, anything that you feel could be even a minor inconvenience to someone, even if it's not directly your fault. And yes, I am calling myself out to you. I'm not saying that I've done that to a Fae. I'm just saying.
Okay,
It is one of
so
the most. It is one of the most common ways that trauma manifests.
I have this trauma response as well. I say sorry a lot too, so I fucking get it. Like I get it. So that one, you're actually probably less likely to run into trouble because like they're going to understand, oh, this human's not okay. This human has issues. Hmm.
I
But
just love that idea. Like a Fae being like, "Oh, this human's so nice," and
oh no, they're
oh, oh
broken.
no.
Oh no,
Well,
they're
not broken.
broken.
More, oh no, they're traumatized.
No, the phase was response to me. Oh no, they're broken. Okay, so you know that meme with the talking. Ah, shit, I'm trying to think of the original version of. Okay, I'm gonna use a My Hero reference because that's the version of the meme that I can think of. With Endeavor talking about how he made the perfect soldier for taking down All Might, and All Might's like, you took a perfectly good child and and you traumatized him.
Yeah, yeah.
That with the Fae, but you took a perfectly good child and you broke it.
I should mention that despite what the eyes of the face see, if you have trauma, you are not broken, you are valid,
Yeah,
and you deserve to be loved.
yeah. And like, well, okay, let me say that like them thinking that you're broke. It's not anything bad on you per se. Like that's not what they're meaning by thinking. It's just that this is behavior that they know isn't normal.
Yeah,
So yeah,
just like
but the Fae don't
uh,
really have a word for traumatized or trauma, so it's broken.
okay, but then would a Fae ever go, I can fix them?
Yes, actually they would. They would try to
I
fix it.
wait. I love how I'm the one asking that question. Like, all things considered, should I be the one being like, would a Fae do that?
I don't know, Faith. Would you do
I, I, yes, I, I do. As soon as I asked, I'm like, wait, actually, yes.
uh,
And so on that part, like, it does any level of Fae would be like, I can fix that.
yeah,
You just have to be amusing enough to get on the good side.
yes.
But maybe
Uh,
not amusing is the right word, just get on the good side.
so, I'm trying to think of a to answer your question from earlier. I'm trying to think of a way to like apologize. There are ways to do it, but it's like hmm.
So the act of saying sorry would show
Would show that
that
you feel guilt about something, or that you
feel
feel
guilt,
yeah, or
and
feel that you're
usually that
responsible for it, and yeah,
and that would incur the sense of debt, right?
yeah.
So
So,
perhaps saying sorry with a gift, so like giving them something along with
yes.
your apologies.
Yeah, that would work. That's one way to do it, yes. Because you're getting rid of anything that's owed by giving something a value. As long as the Fae accepts that it is
Yeah,
of the correct value or whatever.
yeah. Again, you can't just use a pretty stone.
I mean,
Well, I mean,
depending on the type of Fae, maybe.
okay. You can't use a pebble. Even then, I feel like it's dependent on the
Yeah,
fae.
yeah. I mean, if you use the most fucking plain ass pebble you find, no, that's probably not gonna work. Here's this pebble for my shoe. I'm sorry that I was an inconvenience. No, absolutely not.
Uh, oh, another thing I want to talk about, and that's because I saw like a video of this kind of scenario.
Mhm.
Um, like on the thing of what you give.
Yes.
If a fae is asking for something, like let's say they do something for you and they then ask you for something in return, the usual debts,
Yeah.
the usual debt stuff. Do not say that you give your thanks,
Yes.
because now your thanks are theirs. You cannot give your thanks to anyone else,
Yep.
which means no more saying thank you. You may even find yourself incapable
Of
of
saying it.
uttering those words.
Yep. Correct.
If you do find yourself in that, then perhaps you could say, if thanks were mine to give,
Mm-hmm.
if my thanks were mine to give, I would. Because that
Yeah.
still is showing that the thanks are no longer yours.
However,
But
a way you
mhm.
could do that in certain situations, like say someone gave you something that helped your family. My family thanks you. You could still do that. That would still be acceptable. And actually would be a really good way around it because the Fae sees that as part of the community, specifically the community that you're part of because it's your family. And so like the Fae wouldn't even be upset about that. Like not they would find that to be like a clever loophole. It's technically not a loophole because again you're not giving your own personal things, but like if they wanted to look at it as loophole, they would see it as a very clever one.
And in being clever, there might be some rewards to that. At the very least,
Exactly.
you, at the very least, that Fae is now going to remember you.
Mm-hmm.
At the same time, though, is knowing a Fae remembers you a comforting thought.
Again, it depends on the Fae. If it's
It-
Rumpelstiltskin, no. Please, please God, no.
yeah, if it's one notorious for sort of making like bad deals for you in the end, um, hope they forget you. If it's one who overall has been a boon, then it's good that they remember you.
So okay, so you brought up Tinkerbell before. What do you think? What do you think Peter Pan is? Like the original version of Peter Pan, not the Disney version, but the original
Uh,
version of Peter Pan. What do you
the
think
the
he is?
original one who whisked kids away, and kind of kept them trapped on that island.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, absolutely would be a type of fae.
Yep.
Probably one of the ones you don't want to meet.
Most assuredly, yes.
um, because if you meet him as a kid, um, you better hope you find a way to stop biology. If you meet him as an adult, hope that he doesn't care about you.
Yeah. Uh,
if you meet him as an adult who was in his world, hope he's
yeah,
forgotten you.
yeah. Also, yeah, yes, try rewards, and those rewards can be like different things such as boons or yeah.
Yeah. If you're in good with the Fae, good rewards. If you're in bad, uh, hope hope you're not a farmer.
You like
So I
spiders?
mean,
Well, you do now.
uh,
Did somebody say crabs? Well, guess what? They're in your pantry.
uh,
Snakes in your boot? Okay.
okay. I feel like the snake in your boots one, especially nowadays, would be very amusing.
There's a snake in my boot.
Like I feel like
Oh.
that would be one of the first things some Fae would do, to reward bad people.
Yeah. But yeah, so we're gonna circle back a little bit here. Common offerings to the Fae, besides cream and honey and stuff like that. Natural, anything that's naturally sweet, so like different types of berries, certain fruits, stuff like that. Technically, you can do chocolate, but it has to be dark chocolate. And like you want things that aren't super processed.
Hmm. Closest to natural.
Yeah.
The way that means they wouldn't like a sip of Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
No. Please do not. Please do not caffeinate the Fae. Please, please,
I
please,
was
please, absolutely do not.
uh,
Let's not give the pixies fucking caffeine, please. We don't need that. We don't. We just don't. The pixies are bad enough normally. Please do not caffeinate the Fae.
okay. That now that's making me think because coffee.
Hmm.
If dark chocolates is an option, then that means that they are also fine with things that are usually a bit more bitter.
Hmm.
And processed coffee is just roasted beans
It's
ground
roasted
up with
coffee
water.
beans, yeah. So
Um,
technically, you could do coffee. Some Fae, you could do that too. Like some of the higher Fae, you could offer coffee to. Although a lot of them would prefer tea if you're going to give them a caffeinated drink.
honestly, tea is lovely and better than coffee. I said it.
I
Though I also don't like coffee.
mean, that's a
I have
personal
tried it.
preference, but yeah.
And people are allowed to be wrong.
Okay, we're not doing that here, Faith. Unless it's shaming
Uh,
certain kinks, we're not doing that here. Which coffee's not a kink, so that doesn't count. Well, okay, I take that back. For some people, it is. Well, we're not getting into that because that's just fucking weird.
that's for a different podcast.
Ah!
A different podcast for a different site.
Ah! God fucking damn it, Faith. I'm going to send you what you have me thinking of now, and this is entirely your fault.
uh,
There you go, enjoy.
Oh, Void. What? The immediate regrets.
Good.
See, and this is a prime example of why you don't mess with the Fae.
I had to suffer, you had to suffer. Fuck you. Anyways, moving away from that thought.
Uh,
Oh, speaking of pixies, do not do this. But technically, you could, if you wanted to, you could catch pixies in bug nets and then put them in a cage. Do not do
I
this. But it is a thing that could be done.
I can only imagine the ways that'll go on.
Oh, they go very horribly. It goes very, very horribly.
Because,
Eventually.
as I had said, the Fae do not. The Fae rarely forgive, and they never forget.
Yep. Another pay. So this is a very bad idea to cross. Leprechauns.
Uh,
So, if you find a pot of gold that happens to belong to a leprechaun, there are two things to keep in mind. One, the gold is probably fake to start off with because it's a leprechaun. They're not just going to leave actual gold out in the open. If there is gold out in the open somewhere, and it's like a pot of gold as reference, probably fake and cursed. Very, very cursed.
yeah.
You will have nothing but misfortune for the rest of your days unless you return the gold. And that is if you are able to return the gold, because that misfortune can range from mildly inconvenient to very fatal.
Yeah.
Because, again, well, most Fae are not malicious, and this includes leprechauns. Well, they are not malicious by nature. They also do not have the same sense of what is dangerous as we do.
They're not malicious, but they're not exactly benign either.
Exactly. And so, yeah. And on the odd case that you do find actual leprechaun gold, like real gold, leave it alone. Do not touch it. You aren't going to be immediately cursed. But you are not going to like what happens if you take that gold. Because now you have a leprechaun that is very, very upset looking for you. And it is going to do whatever it takes to get that gold back. Whatever it takes.
And the best case scenario, it just breaks into your house and steals it.
Yeah. Worst case
That's
scenario, you get almost the Leprechaun movie. Not quite, but almost. And if you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. If you don't, it's a horror movie for a reason.
Yeah. This is why we do not fuck with the Fae.
Yep. Also, on Leprechauns, do not, I cannot stress this enough, do not imprison a leprechaun.
Oh, wait.
Yes,
Why would someone?
they grant wishes, supposedly, if they are caught. And technically, they do. However, it is a monkey's paw. They are going to grant the wish in the most literal sense, and in the worst possible version of the most literal sense. That they can. And they are going to do everything they can to drive you into insanity so that you release them.
This is why you just don't work with wish granting entities in the first place. Leprechauns, genies, jinns.
Okay.
They'll whatever you wish for, you have to be specific.
Yeah.
The more vague you are, the more it's going to be turned against you.
Yes.
I Are there any nice wish granters?
No.
Or you wouldn't think so. Because for an entity to be able to grant wishes, it would have developed a sense of humor, especially by
Yes.
now.
Oh, also another fun fact about Fae things. Unicorns are not friendly. They
They're
have
horses with weapons.
they have a giant horn on their head that is used for goring people. Also, they eat you. Yes, unicorns are
I,
carnivores.
that I think out of everything, that surprises me the least.
Unicorns will eat you.
That surprises me the least. Okay.
Oh yeah, also if you see a seal trapped, set it free. It might be a selkie.
Yeah, it says it.
Fish wife. Well, not really fish, but it's because it's a seal, but wife.
And,
Shape-shifting wife.
and please, for the love of the voice, set it free.
Yes.
Because isn't there a thing where Selkies who are in their human form, if you take their coat, you keep them prisoner.
Yes.
Yeah, please don't do that. If you want a Selkie wife, just be nice.
Yes.
Just It's the same as getting a human wife.
Just don't be a dick. Just be a fucking decent human being.
And even if you save one and they decide they don't love you, you still have a sulky friend.
Yeah, no shit. It's like if you're in the ocean and your ship sinks, they are going to save you because you saved them. And if it's not that sulky, it will be other sulkies because they will know what you did. Because again, community.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I mean, I feel like a lot of the rules regarding Fae and even the Fae adjacent are just be nice, don't fuck around.
Don't be a dick. Don't fuck around and don't find out.
Yeah.
Essentially, yeah, that's basically what it boils down to. I mean, it's more complex than that, but that's what it boils down to: is don't be a dick, don't fuck around, don't find out.
Yeah, like it is complex because then there's rules of hospitality,
Yeah,
differences in how you should treat the different types of fae.
yeah. But yeah, no, basic human courtesy, basic respect. Basically, the things the golden rule you were taught as a child, treat people the way you want to be treated. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that's so it's probably like elitism speaking on that, but like that's just the one rule I have always applied
Yeah.
because like it just makes sense. Do unto others what you wish done to yourself.
Hmm.
So, if you want people to be nice to you, be nice to people.
Yup. You want a
Now
reward from
that
the Fae? Just be nice.
now
Just
that
be show everyone that homeless beggar on the street, that homeless old lady on the street that you see every Wednesday night that is dressed in rags and begging for breadcrumbs. Lucky, give her a sandwich. See what happens.
because in one case you're just being a nice human being, in another case you just gotten good with a fae or adjacent creature.
A random stray dog that you see always being chased down the street by animal control or fucking tied up in a fence or whatever. Help it out. See what happens. Again, either A, you're just being a decent human being, or B, Fae or Fae adjacent creature.
And it is always good to help fae adjacent creatures or fae themselves.
Yes.
The longer you are in their good graces, the longer your life's gonna be good. Because if doing the thing of either saving the dog being chased or helping out the person,
Yeah.
that is you then providing help, giving them something.
Yeah. And like the example I gave, it's something that Faye would do because again, one, it helps a community because in a way you are helping homeless people, which is helping communities as a whole, in a sense, in a very vague sense. I'm not explaining this well, but anyways, there's that. And Faye would do this because it shows the measure of your character as well, which is something that they are interested in. They are, besides being tricksters and stuff, they are also very curious beings. They like to observe and prod and poke and understand things. And so, yeah.
You know, I feel like there was a book series. It may have been a series. It may have been just a one-off. That actually did have this example you had of, someone homeless on the streets giving them money or food.
Mm,
Um, though I think instead of like specifically, I mean, I don't know if they're considered Fae or something else. Uh, but I think it was like a djinn or a genie
mm-hmm,
instead.
mm-hmm. I think I know what you're
This
talking
conversation,
about.
this conversation just reminded me of that book series, and now I want to know what it is.
Mm-hmm. I think I know what you're talking about, but I can't remember the name of it.
Uh,
But yeah, no, I think yeah. Because it was like an old guy in a trench coat, and yeah, our old blind guy in a trench coat, and yeah,
Children of the Lamb?
maybe?
No, I don't.
I don't know. Oh, speaking of book series, though, another good series that's book related that has the Fae and some Fae adjacent creatures in it that's really cool. It has a really good series. It has a lot of really good information. Fablehaven.
Fablehaven?
Fablehaven.
Huh. I have not heard of it.
It's a very good series. It's been around for a while because it was around when I was in school.
I will open up a tab for that. Also, I think it was Children of the Lamb.
It might have been.
I just don't remember what book it was. But it's nice to know that this was actually a book series.
Gee. Also, I apparently got a spam thing that Sari took care of that I didn't notice.
Uh,
Oh yeah. Again, fuck around, find out.
yeah. You know, I feel like a lot of streamers would
Hmm.
benefit from Lessons of the Fae, like of
Hmm.
acting as a Fae would with the fuck around find out attitude.
Hello, sorry for bothering you. What to offer? No.
Yeah, no, that's the fastest way to get banned.
Yeah, sorry, detention it and took care of it. So sorry about detention and took care of it. So yes, I didn't even notice it until I
Uh,
noticed the sorry band, the name and reason spam detected. It's like, oh, okay, cool. Cool story, bro. Oh god. Wow. Hmm.
yeah,
Um.
there is a lot regarding the Fae.
Oh yeah, there is quite a lot. But hmm. Now what?
I don't know. I'm trying to think of something to bring up. Like
uh,
I've been approaching my side of this as me, the person who doesn't know much, asking you stuff.
I mean that's fair. That works too.
Uh,
So I mean, yeah,
I just don't know what to ask about now.
that's valid.
Anyone in chat, you have any questions about the Fae or Fae adjacent?
Yeah, there we go.
We are now going to take questions from the community.
Yes.
uh, uh,
Jeez. I mean, to be fair, this was kind of last minute, and like we didn't actually prepare a lot. This was just like a thing of where it was like, hey.
yeah, it was very much just like, hey, you want to do this? Which worked out for me because I had no clue what to do today.
I mean, I had a plan of what I was going to do, and there's like, I don't feel like doing that though. So I was like, hey, you said you don't know what you want
Yeah,
to stream, so let's do the thing.
yeah. Like today, my plan was probably gonna be either more Armored Core or Planet Crafter.
Fair enough.
So I mean, now I'm kind of um. Well, after this, I'm probably fueling Armored Core.
That's valid.
Max.
Mix.
Though actually, I might. mm, Depends.
Okay, so not
Uh,
Fae specifically, but mermaids. Good, benign or not?
I wouldn't. See, here's the thing with the idea of mermaids.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, uh, how distinct are they from sirens?
So fun fact, actually, the sirens were not aquatic.
Oh,
The sirens were avian. In
huh.
actuality.
That is something I'm learning.
Hmm. Like, yes, I know the Odyssey and a couple of other things make sirens aquatic, but no, actually, sirens were avian.
Hmm. I still don't think that mermaids are necessarily benign.
No,
I
for the
I
most part they are
wouldn't
not.
imagine so.
So, you've watched Pirates of the Caribbean, right?
Yes.
Have you seen Stranger Tides?
Yes.
That is more accurate towards what mermaids would be like.
The ones that kind of lure you into the water and then
Uh-huh.
chomp chomp.
Yes. Now,
Fun.
mermaids would sing and drown people, so like that's where the mix-up comes from. Like, yes, sirens would
Okay.
dash ships across against rocks, but that's because, again, avian.
I mean, it is easier to deal with a ship that's broken
Mm-hmm.
than a ship that can keep going.
Yeah,
Because if the ship can keep going, dinner's running away.
exactly.
Uh, but if you break the ship and get the humans off of it, there is no way a human can outswim a mermaid.
No,
Or they can outspeed a siren.
yeah, no, that's not happening.
Uh, what, what else? I wonder.
Hmm.
No, I'm just drawing on blanks now.
Hmm. Yeah. Uh.
Also, I did confirm that book series. It was Children of the Lamp.
It was
Book
Children of the
three,
Lamp. Okay.
book three, the Cobra King of Kathmandu was the one I
Yes.
remembered reading.
Yes.
I read book three, not one or two.
But yeah, there's the old man in it who's actually not an old man, and yeah. Yep.
Uh, the fun
Mm.
things from talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
Uh, I do want to go back to the power of the name and being able to summon
Mm-hmm.
if wanting help.
Yes.
Please, if you're gonna summon anything to ask for its aid, please, for the love of the void, make sure you've got the proper protection set up.
Yes.
Please, even if you're dealing something that's neutral or leans more on the benign side,
Which,
always protect yourself.
which for a lot of things, ring of salt.
Yeah, like things to show protection rather than hostility. Like if you're gonna be summoning a Fae, don't have iron visible, and
Yes.
especially do not have it on your person.
Yes.
Um, because that will kind of show that you're expecting things to go bad,
You're expecting
which
a
is
fight.
which is going to put a bad view in the Fae's mind. But if you just do like a rain of salt or some other form of protection, you're going to be like, this human's prepared. They know their stuff.
Yeah.
They might think that some of my regular tricks might not work on them. I'll be a bit nicer.
Yep. Oh, also, back on thing like you could have honeyed mead.
That in terms of just the sound of it, it does sound nice, but I mean, like, for me, no. But I would understand
Mm-hmm.
why a Fae would love it.
Yes.
It isn't the usual thing when sort of offering to the Fae. Isn't the usual size sort of meant to be like a thimble?
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have thimbles present,
Shot
just
glass.
use a glass or a mug and put a small amount in it.
Yee.
Not enough to fill it.
Also, fun
Um,
fact: when it comes to liquids, a thimble is actually a acknowledged measurement. It's a little bit more than it. It's like about 3 teaspoons.
ah, well, now that
Mhm.
makes me want to try something.
I mean, it's not actually go. That's not actually going to fit in an actual thimble.
Yeah, because like I'm holding a thimble right now.
No, it's not actually going to fit like in an actual thimble, but like yeah,
So, is the measurement talking about an actual thimble or the 3 teaspoons?
it's something
Yes.
else. Yeah, yeah. But yeah. Anyways, yes, that's an option. There's also yeah, but also certain things like if you're trying to summon anything for help, not just to pay, like with certain offerings, try different things like certain flowers or stones, things like that.
Yeah, like always do your research before summoning or invoking anything.
Yeah.
Be prepared with gifts, and of course, stay protected, please.
Also, always be polite.
Always be polite.
You are asking something for help. Be polite. Do not like think that you are in charge of the situation or anything like that. Like, yeah, it is a discussion that they can very much say no to. Like, they don't even have to show up to the table, and
Yeah,
they
they
probably
are here.
won't.
They're there because like, oh, this seems like fun.
This is
Let's see what this person wants.
this is fun or interesting, or I'm just bored and I have nothing better to do. A
And
lot of the
if
times
it
with the Fae, it's going to be that one. I'm bored. I have nothing better to do.
and you know sometimes even if you've already been doing stuff with the Fae, one you're already in good graces with might answer.
Mm-hmm.
In which case, you want to keep those good graces
Yeah.
because it's one thing to get into the bad graces of the Fae. I reckon it's another to get in the bad graces of one that's used to regard you as good.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like,
Because
oh,
that,
this human lied to me. I don't like
yeah,
that. They said they were this way. However, their actions show something. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I'm going to make them regret everything.
yeah,
And not only am I going to make them regret everything, everyone I know is going to make them regret everything.
yeah.
And
I
depending on the Fae, that can be a lot.
it really can be.
Everyone can mean literally everyone.
Because like best case scenario of everyone, it's just to their friends.
Mhm.
Worst case scenario, um, and this one is not from experience for once. Otherwise, I feel like Potato would manifest and strangle me.
Oh,
You
you
piss off.
think?
Worst case scenario, you piss off one of the higher ranking Fae.
Yes.
Um, perhaps even, for example, like the head of a court. In which case, everyone
Hmm.
is everyone.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there
No,
is,
you don't. You didn't just fuck around and find out.
because if
You decided that the rules do not apply to you, and now you are reaping what you have sowed.
yeah,
You've got beyond fucking around and finding out. You have done a dumb. You have done an insane, actually.
yeah, and for those of you who don't believe in the Fae or other creatures, that's fine. That's
Also,
fine.
your belief is not
Just
needed. Mm.
your
Hello,
belief,
Moth.
the belief is not needed, but just even if you don't believe in something, at least respect it.
Absolutely. I just finished my water. Give me a second. I will go get more water. I'll be right back. I have a hydrate, so I'll be right back.
uh Drown the potato. Un, uh, maybe I should add a guest hydrate redeem. Oh, thank you for the hydrate char. Thank you for the hydrate char. Oh, void. I said drown the potato, not the dragon.
Jokes on you. My hydrate has a cooldown.
Ah, you only had 300. How
uh,
do you only have 300 points,
how
Char?
how are charge points? Hello, what the fuck?
Then again, Char is always redeeming. You spent them a lot. Yeah,
Yeah, no, that's valid. But
that
anyways, how are you, Moth?
that'll make sense. So moth,
Yeah, EP Moth. They're a friend of Flames. They're from Flames community.
moth.
Hmm. We've been talking about the Fae and like what to and not to do in regards to them. But yes, also
Heck,
belief in something does not mean that it does not exist. Like just because you don't believe in something does not mean it does not exist. For example, you could not believe in oxygen. Doesn't mean that oxygen has suddenly stopped existing. I mean, why you don't believe in oxygen when it's proven, whatever. But I mean, yeah. Also,
I
oh
don't
hi,
believe in
ads on my
gravity.
son. Oh, that sucks.
But I don't believe in gravity. I'm just gonna go float away.
Okay, but imagine you'd be like, I don't believe in gravity. All of a sudden you did start floating into space. What would
Okay,
you do? What would you do?
wasn't that actually an ASDF short?
Out of movies, yeah. Fuck gravity.
At that point, you do something that Charger sent me that gif. I saw, thank you. But at the point where that actually happens, you do something I remember a friend of mine saying: atheist until the plane comes down.
I mean, okay, fair enough, I guess.
Like, if you stop believing in gravity and start floating off, you're either gonna become a believer real fast, or you're gonna curse JoJo for the rest of your life.
Oh shit.
I had to throw the Cars reference in there.
Oh shit.
Uh,
Uh,
as I then realized that as I was stretching, I was JoJo posing.
but yeah.
Um, actually, bits of Fae lore I want to know about.
Yes.
Because this is something that has come up, but not really come up, but something I've heard about, and like
Mm-hmm.
it's different in various forms of media.
Okay.
Changelings.
Ooh, changing. Yeah. So what specifically? What?
About them, because like lots of
Okay.
things have its where
So
they can shapeshift at will, sort of shedding their skin
so
almost.
what a changeling is, base at base, what a changeling is okay, so basically it is how changelings work is it is a human child that is taken from our realm and taken to Tirnanog. And in exchange, a Fae child is left in its place and takes the place of that child and grows up as that human child. Meanwhile, the human child grows up in the Fae realm as a Fae child. That is basically what changelings actually are.
Okay, so
But
then where did the shape shifting at will come from?
so uh, mistellings of lore probably originally, and then after that, it's just that there are there are variations on the lore at this point. But yeah, so just shape shifting at will, like so a changeling still technically has all of its powers. So like technically they could assumedly change to whatever they want. Have you ever watched the Troll Hunter series?
I have not.
Okay, in that there's a type of troll because everything has to do with trolls in that for the most part. I mean, there's more to it than that, but there's a type of troll that is called the changeling, and basically it is where there's a psychic connection between the changeling and the human host, where basically the human is obviously taken back to the where the trolls are, and kept in a special place so that the connection stays in place so the troll can become that human. But they can change back to their base form in that series as well. They can't change into
Okay,
other humans, obviously, but they can change it between their human form and their base form.
kind of similar to the Zygons in Doctor Who.
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, they can change all willy nilly, but they often have to keep the original alive to
Hmm.
keep the image fresh.
Yes.
And oftentimes through psychic links, other times through just kind of imprisoning them.
Yeah. Okay, but with actual changelings from Fae, actual Fae changelings, what happens is it's not where it's just keeping it alive just to keep the form or anything. Again, everything for the community. By bringing a human child, it's new blood into the community. It's new life into the community, so it helps the community change and evolve and grow more. That is basically the purpose of changelings.
Okay.
Also, fun fact, and this has never been confirmed, and probably never can be, but there is one belief where people that have autism or other neurospiciness are children who were taken from their crib by the Fae at birth and replaced with a Fae child, and those who have autism are actually changelings because they're different, they're other. So
Yeah. I and I know that that
yeah,
was also a thing kind of used like in a sort of more derogatory way.
yes,
Because like, oh, they're not human and
yeah,
all that sort of BS.
yeah, yeah.
Which I mean, Humanity's kind of messed up.
I mean, yes. Yeah, humanity has its problems, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, fun fact. Did you know, Faith, that Lancelot is not completely human in the Arthurian legends? Did you know that Lancelot is not human?
That I did not. No.
Lancelot is actually part Fae because he is the son of the Lady of the Lake.
Oh.
hmm It's why his sword
Uh,
and Excalibur have Fae writing on them.
Okay. Also, I hope that's you know that most of my knowledge of Arthurian legend, and like I know it's not a good source of it, but
hmm
it's all that gives me a baseline is from Merlin. The campy gay wizard show is where most of my knowledge of Arthurian legend comes from.
Okay, but Merlin has some good things in it. And Merlin has a lot of
It,
actually really cool things in it.
it does, which is why like it's good for giving me a baseline for
hmm
knowledge,
hmm
because then at least I'm actually learning a bit about some things
Yeah.
and being like, oh, this is a thing. Oh, this has some form of British folklore to it.
Yeah. Yes. But yeah. I love that show. Merlin was such a good show.
Yeah, I'm watching through it with one of my friends.
Nice.
Like just on days where we don't have much going on, we're like, want to watch the campy gay wizard show? And that is exactly how we describe it.
Okay, but which personality of Merlin is your favorite?
Oh, so
Who?
far old Merlin, because he's just a bit of a
Oh
chaos
God, what
gremlin.
was his name? Because he had a name. I know which one you
Oh
mean,
fuck,
but fucking what
fuck!
was
I
his
I
name?
just recently watched like his first
Yeah,
episode,
uh-huh,
where he was taking the blame.
uh-huh.
Spoilers for Merlin, by the way, chat.
Okay, this is a
Uh,
20-year-old show. Fun.
and for some people, they may have only just be hearing about it. It wasn't as big as Sherlock or Doctor Who.
Okay, fair enough, but still, like, anyways, yeah, spoilers, I
Uh,
guess.
Spoilers. Like I had just watched the episode where he took the blame for Morgana
Uh,
trying to frame Guinevere for enchanting Arthur to make him
uh-huh.
fall in love with Guinevere. All
Hmm.
because Morgana is kind of.
Morgana
I'm
has
gonna
found out
stop
the truth
myself right
about
there.
herself and things are happening, yes.
Yeah.
Mm, yeah. I've forgotten the name that he used in that form, but yeah, that one's great.
I'm trying to find that. Um,
Because each of his different forms has a name.
is that nope, that was something else.
Hmm.
Dragoon the Great.
Dragoon the Great, that's right, yes, Dragoon the Great. Dragoon the Great is good. I like Dragoon the Great. There's another one that I like better though that you haven't met yet, apparently.
Um,
Hmm. Hmm.
likely.
I love her so
I
much, though.
oh,
Oh.
I I am I on
Hmm.
this episode now, or is it a bit later that this one comes in?
Hmm.
Um, I did kind of just see it because I'm on the wiki now,
Okay.
so
Yeah.
spoiled myself.
Yes, you know who I
Um,
mean.
the Dolma, right?
Yes, the Doma. Yes.
Um, okay, yeah, no, I am not at that one.
No,
Um,
you are not.
I think I'm on the Samhain episode.
Oh, nice.
Um,
So, fun
is
fact. Do you know what the old religion is referring to?
uh paganism and
Specific,
adjacent.
specifically, Druidism. But yes.
Ah, and
Mm,
Druidism, but the
the
Druids are also a separate thing.
Celtic, specifically Irish Celtic, well, and English, but
Yeah,
and Judaism is what the old religion is referring to. Yes.
yeah.
Whereas
Considering
whereas the new religion is Christianity.
yeah.
Yep. Mm. I will BRB real quick. I have to go
Uh,
to the bathroom, so I will be right back.
okay. I will step away as well. We're just gonna take a small little break, everyone.
Ah, I am back. I don't think the faith is back yet, but I am back. No, it does not look like the faith is back yet, which is fine. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Let's see. I'm just looking at a couple of things. Make sure I didn't miss anything while I was away. Does not look like it. Ba 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 ba. Mhm. Hmm. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, 1 second here. What was it? Hello, Lorev. Hello, welcome in. Lorev Flareon. I'm not sure if I'm saying your name right, actually. We are currently waiting for my
And I am
co-host.
back.
Oh, she's back. I think you're still.
Mm.
Why
Yep,
does it
yep, yep.
still show you muted?
Hmm?
That's weird. It still shows you muted on my thing. That is
That is
very
very
weird.
weird.
Yeah, no, it's still showing your reactive is muted. What the fuck?
Maybe I am actually muted.
But how am I hearing you
Eh,
then?
Psychic projection.
But yes,
Hang
welcome
on,
in,
let me.
Lorev. Actually, 1 second. Let me do this. Ding,
Uh,
ding.
hang on, let me. Yep, yep.
Hello? Yeah,
Am
no,
I
it's still
fixed?
showing it. I don't know what's going on. What the fuck?
Yep.
Okay, it's working on your end. Am I working on your end? I am. Okay.
Potato, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello?
I think your Discord just broke
It's
because
my
I can't hear
Discord.
you. Hi, welcome back.
Yeah, no, I realized it when you said that, when you asked if I could hear you.
Because I saw your thing moving,
Yeah.
but you weren't lighting up on Discord.
Oh gosh, dang it. Yeah, no, I was like looking on your end, and I was like, it's working on your end. I was like, wait a minute. But yeah, anyways, hmm, trying to think, what else could we cover that we haven't yet?
I I don't know.
Hmm,
We've covered the
Actually,
courts.
yep,
Uh, we talked about the various types of Fae.
yeah,
We talked about how to engage with Fae.
mm-hmm,
We've even talked about Fae adjacent.
mm-hmm,
Um, I think we even touched a bit on Tunanog.
a little bit, yeah.
What else is left to cover?
Uh,
Like, there's probably still more, but
yeah,
what else is it that necessarily we need to cover?
um, I'm not sure. This is
Hmm.
the downside of not planning this before we started doing this.
Yeah, this also has been entire improv because of this.
Yeah,
I know, like most podcasts are some improv, but mostly script. And no,
they
we're
have
full
some part of
improv.
script. Yeah, yeah, they have some form of script for most podcasts. But no, we were like, hey, we're doing the thing. Well, more like I was like,
Uh,
hey, do you want to do this thing? And he was like, I guess. They're like, cool. I'm
You
waiting
really
on
went, hey.
I'm waiting on dinner and then I'll be ready. And you're like, wait, what?
You really went, hey, want to start a podcast?
I did. I was like, we're doing a podcast, bitch. Get in the car. Unfortunately, neither of us know how to drive, so.
Imagine knowing how to drive.
Get in the car. Don't ask questions. Don't ask where the car came from. Just get in.
Stopping by before you head out to play Minecraft. Hello, Raven. Hello.
Hello. Minecraft.
Um, we have spent like the last 2.5-ish hours talking about the Fae.
Indeed.
And I mean, who knows? We might do this again.
Yeah.
We might even we might even have a plan next time.
One can hope.
One can hope, but it's us. It's been 8 years. I don't have a lot of hope for us.
What's the plan? Don't know her. No, that's fair.
Yeah, that's fair, Raven.
I know who I'm probably going to raid to. I think they just went live. Yeah, they
I
did.
I think I already know who I'm gonna be raiding.
That's fair.
Um,
But yeah, Flames just went live, so I'm probably going to raid them.
uh,
Yeah, next time we might talk about more than just the Fae. But
mm,
actually, I do have ideas for if we do this again.
oh,
I just don't want to go into like a bunch of different things when we were specifically talking about the Fae.
that's fair. It's a good thing I also record the streams as well.
Hmm.
Imagine us actually setting this up as a podcast on something.
I mean, only reason I'm not recording this is because I don't want to have to deal with the fucking memory issue that came up last time I was recording streams, and I don't have a way to mitigate that at the moment. Or, well, storage issue, rather. I don't have an external storage, so I can't, yeah.
Meanwhile, me with 1.32 terabytes still free on my
Hmm.
content hard drive.
I mean, I have an external storage device on my throne, but, yeah. At the moment,
I,
I
s-
don't
I,
have
s-
external storage.
I see, I see.
I think it's like either a terabyte or 2 terabyte external storage. I can't remember. But oh, also, so this isn't related to the Fae or anything, but this is a thing I saw. Um, and I can't show it because I've lost the Twitter post for it at the moment,
Uh,
and I don't think I bookmarked it, so unfortunate. But there's this person that was talking about this thing that they were doing that seemed really cool, and it's open until September 1st. But basically, it was a mentor type program where you sign up and like they have a larger VTuber help a smaller VTuber is basically the intention of it, like a big brother like type mentor program thing.
that does actually sound kind of nice.
Yeah, no, I had thought about it, and then I was like, actually, I currently don't know my schedule, so I can't fucking set anything up for this. Like if I sign up for it and then like actually commit to that.
You know, I talked about how like a lot of VTubers and streamers should adopt the rules of the Fae,
Mhm.
especially with the fucking around and finding out thing.
Mhm.
But VTubers and streamers are essentially just Fae adjacent.
I mean.
We,
Mhm.
I mean, hopefully, we act to better a community.
Mhm.
Um, we make sure that if someone wants to fuck around, they find out.
For the most part, yeah.
We oftentimes it's best to be polite and treat other streamers with respect.
Yeah.
We're just kind of like a non-magical fae.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, yeah, you can look at it that way.
And just a funny thought I had.
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah, so
I
funny thing, I didn't go with the thing fucking suggested, but so did you see that thing I posted in the memes, the roast thingy?
um I probably saw it and then forgot about it. Oh yeah.
So god damn it, did I not take a screenshot of that one? One second. Let me just a second here. Um the thing I wanted to bring up that was in there. Okay, there we go. Sorry. So there's one funny thing. So speaking of doing podcast shit, um, and so besides the roast thing, it also had like other parts to it, like different advice and stuff, and like, but yeah, one of the things, um, where is it? Where is it? Um,
Hmm.
okay, I remember saying something about a podcast somewhere, but where did it? Sorry, give me just a second. I'm just looking for this because it's like mm, mm, life suggestions to elevate your career. Oh, so it suggested to elevate your life and career, consider starting a weekly podcast called Queer Quarters, where you interview LGBTQ plus game developers, streamers, and industry professionals. This will expand your network, establish you as a thought leader in the inclusive gaming space, and provide valuable content for your audience beyond your regular streams.
Huh.
Yeah, I mean another thing it suggested. It says the stars reveal that Kaiser was born to be a diversity and inclusion consultant in the gaming industry. Their personal experiences as a genderqueer individual, combined with their passion for gaming, make them uniquely qualified to help gaming companies create more inclusive environments and content to achieve this. Kaiser should leverage their streaming platform to showcase inclusive gaming practices, network with industry professionals, and consider obtaining relevant certificates in D&I.
Hmm.
Hmm. Also, one thing that probably is for it has a thing for like animal that like I guess that you're familiar or that you're similar to or whatever. But it says that cats embody the spirit of a chameleon. Like this colorful reptile, they adapt to different gaming environments, changing their content to suit their audience. Chameleon's ability to change colors mirrors Kai's fluid gender identity and ongoing personal evolution. Both are unique, eye-catching, and have a knack for blending into diverse communities while still standing out.
Hmm.
Yeah, and then a fun thing, just because, was there was a few pickup lines here. They're kind of cheesy, but at the same time they're fucking great. Are you a rare loot drop? Because you're exactly what I've been looking for, or what I've been grinding for.
We love cheesy pickup lines in this house.
Is your name Wi-Fi? Because I'm really feeling a connection. You must be a critical hit because you've struck me right in the heart.
See, I with the Wi-Fi thing, I'd have just said, "Are you Wi-Fi?" Because I really want to get on you.
Yes. Oh shit. But yeah,
Well, that's maybe it's for today then, since we're kind of
yeah,
running out of
yeah.
ideas.
I think that's it for tonight. Yes, thank you for doing this with me. It was a lot of fun,
Thank you for inviting me.
and I definitely want to do this again with extra topics. And I do have ideas for the next time. We'll have to actually like plan and schedule it. And, yeah.
Yeah, maybe even actually have a loose script.
I mean, potentially,
uh,
perhaps, big chance.
but thank you everyone for joining us.
Yee.
I'm just gonna mute up while I do my wrap up.
Yeah, that's fine. I should mute on Discord as well, since I can do that now. Right, but yes, thank you everyone for coming in and being part of the stream. Uh, it was great having you all here, and we are going to read into one of my lovely friends, a person I have known for a very long time. Their name is Flames, and they are currently playing Outlast Trials with a couple of their friends. Oh, so yeah, we will be going to Flames, and I will talk to you all again later. I hope you all have a good night, and yeah, stay hydrated. Get plenty of rest, and yes, just generally be nice to each other and be nice to Flames when you go in there. Talk to you all later. I love you. Goodbye.